whiplash at the start of the video. Great way to start the day. Thank you for being here. Hope we get some good cleaning done today. I certainly did, and did it feel good. I always get to a point where, and I don't know, I know how it happens, but also don't know how it happens. Slowly but surely, my house becomes a dumpster fire, and it's just, it happens one thing at a time. One plate, one block, one spoon, one toy, one thing doesn't get put away, and then it's a snowball effect to it's already a mess. I'll just leave that there, Plus, add on to that the fact that we are busy, lots of after school activities, lots of kids, lots of fun, lots of life happening, and I'm going around my house giving you a tour of the disaster. And when my house gets like this, where I can't even step into one room, I'll tell you, I step into each room I step into, I think, this place is a disaster. There's crap everywhere. I'm drowning, barely keeping my head above water. But you know what? I am. And today I tackled the mess and it feels so good. It's been a couple of days since I cleaned and it still feels good. And, it's not perfect. It never will be. Not in my house anyway, but it is good enough. So I'm feeling really good about that. So I'm happy to share the process with you. Starting in my bathroom, wondering where I should start really. And that's the hardest part because normally I think, maybe I'll start in the rooms where the common areas, where people mostly see in the house. But on this day, I just needed to tackle every single room. So it didn't matter. A whole house clean with me, if you will, a disaster, extreme clean with me. Really, it's just everyday normal mess over here. So if you're thinking this is bad, you ain't seen nothing yet. So I guess I finally looked in the mirror that day and thought, man, is this what I've looked like all day so far? I'm looking kind of drab, feeling kind of rank. So I decided, you know what will make me feel better? One, cleaning, that always makes me feel better. Well, not the process of cleaning, but the aftermath of it. And man, I should just throw some concealer on, and that always does the trick, right? Did I add some mascara to that? Who the heck knows? But have you ever done that where you sometimes I go a full day, and then at the end of the day, I go to wash my face, or I actually find a mirror, I look in the mirror and take 2 seconds of my life, and I'm like, is this what I've looked like all day? Whatever. That is what I look like all day. And that's life. And everyone loved it. All right. Moving on. I actually had a dental appointment this day. And I asked on my Instagram, how often do you guys floss your teeth? And I am so excited that you guys were honest with me because I said never. And then, once a day. Once a day for me is you're on top of crap. But really, I think twice a day is you're on top of crap. Anyway, I had a dental appointment and I am always open with them because they know what's going on. Even if you lie and say, I'm flossing, no, they know. Okay. So I don't even think they asked. Right before he even looked in my mouth, I was like, I haven't been flossing since the last time. I've maybe flossed a handful of times. It's not great, right? And my dad always taught me only floss the teeth that you want to keep. Apparently, I don't want to keep any of them. And I told myself I'm just, I'm drowning in kids and trying to get my life together, baby steps, and flossing is one of them. So I thought, you know what? He said, here's a trick. Keep them on the counter, somewhere where you can visibly see them. That way, if you see them and you don't use them, you'll think, I feel guilty for not doing it. And I was like, you know what? That's a great way of thinking. You're really on my level. So that's what I did. I decided to take the bobby pins out of that container because I never use the bobby pins. I use extra long bobby pins for my buns, and they work great. I didn't even know they existed until I guess maybe a year ago. But I love them so much. So I never use the small ones anymore. So I just threw those in the floss bag. We'll probably end up donating them later. Here's a pile of just cardigans, really, that I should just hang up, right? Do you wash your cardigan after every use? I do, only if there's spit up on it, okay? Anyway, so I was at the dentist. He said, keep them on your counter. I said, okay, doc. So I'm doing that. And you know what? I went to bed that night, didn't floss my teeth. Not happy to report. It did not work. And so the next morning I said, Kim, you got to get on top of things, put it into your morning routine, even though my morning routine is just a hodgepodge of garbage. So I did that, kind of, because I flossed my teeth the next morning And then guess what I forgot to do? Take my vitamins. So it's a work in progress over here. If you feel like you're failing, just come on over and hang out with me me one day, and I'll shoot it to you straight. Isn't that satisfying? It even scared me. I forgot I left the audio in. You guys, there was a bug. And then I moved the camera. I tried to escape and I said, okay, let me go back and try to get it. I couldn't even find it. I couldn't find it, so I just left the room. I couldn't deal with it any longer. I said, good enough is as good as a feast, and I need to get the heck out of Dodge. Good thing, though, that I was practically done with the bathroom, because visually, like, of course, I could have cleaned the floors and I could have gone deeper into it, but I didn't, because it's good enough. And over here at Kim's Cleaning Service, that's our motto. Only clean what can be seen. It's good enough. And hey, speaking of Kim's Cleaning Service, I finally ordered the scent of Kim's Cleaning Service. And actually going into today, I thought, you know what? If I was a housekeeper, like, how would I clean things? And so that's kind of my mindset, even though I did go a little deeper. But that was my goal, is like, okay, if I were to hire someone, what would my house look like when it was complete? And at the end of the day, did it look as satisfying as if I were to hire someone? I don't know. I don't know. But I was happy with it, so I feel like that's good. So what was I talking about? Oh, yes, the scent of Kim's Cleaning Service, which is not this, but oh my gosh, this diffuser, I finally got a new one because mine was so old and finally saw its last day, which was so sad. But this is the scent of Kim's Cleaning Service. Healthier home. It's a wall cleaner, but I just use it on everything. And after I cleaned our bedroom, Alex walked in. He's like, oh my gosh, it smells so good in here. And I said, yeah, it does. That's the scent of Kim's Cleaning Service at your service. And it's one of my favorites. It is extremely expensive, but I've got two different scents, and I actually enjoy the flannel scent more. And bonus, they have a third scent, which was like a holiday scent, and now I want to go get that one, because that's probably going to be my favorite, of course, because that's the one I didn't buy. But their original scent is really nice. It's strong. I should add that. It is strong. It lingers. So I don't use it often. I do enjoy like the natural cleaners. I clean with e-cloths and essential oil type of cleaners too. And not that this is like an antibacterial or bleach, but it does have a very strong scent. So if you're sensitive to that, don't even look into it. But I enjoy it on days like today where I want to like smell, because you know, the olfactory senses, it's like you eat with your eyes first. It's like you walk into a room or a house and you smell it first, right? So if it smells clean, and that's kind of like the first scent of, oh, it is clean in here, you know, it smells nice. So that's why I wanted to do it today, because I needed it to feel clean, and not only be clean, but also feel clean. So that's why I did it. Also, I wanted to test out the scents, because I told you in a previous video that I would, because I think after my last cleaning video, I ordered these because I was missing them. But really, the rest of the cleaning products I'm using, they're just, mostly like soap. I don't know. Very basic. I don't go all out. I don't get the fancy stuff. I do really like the Thieves cleaner from, I don't know, some essential oil brand. What is it? Young Living? doTERRA? One of those. I got it from Amazon. I really enjoy it. And you know what? It is cost effective because you only use a capful every time you fill up a spray bottle. So the initial cost of it is like $30 and you're like, holy cow. But I'll tell you, the spray cleaner, the wall cleaner is like $20. Okay. And you do not get free refills. That is not Taco Bell. Anyway, I'm going through Wolfgang's clothes here because holy cow, is this boy growing again. And I didn't get emotional this time as I was decluttering. I kind of did in my mind, and then I thought, you know what, Kim, this is life, okay? And just keep on singing and dancing all through the night. So that's what I tell myself anyway. So the pile behind me on the floor are the clothes that I plan to donate, which always feels nice to have like a little box going of donate stuff. Actually, we recently cleared out our garage, not cleared out, but we spent a little time cleaning our garage, and we got a whole host of stuff to donate. And I did get a little emotional in my head because the donate pile included my tote of maternity clothes. And although we have yet to actually bring them to the place to donate, I'm still feeling like, well, they're halfway out the door. It's got 1 foot out the door. By the way, I never used that Belly Bandit wrap, so that's going in the donate pile too. I knew it was there, and I just didn't care enough to use it. So I just didn't. I don't know. I don't know. I tried to be that woman, but it turns out I'm not. So there's that. Someone else can have it and enjoy it, I guess. I don't know. Because some people have asked me for reviews about it. Like, oh, what did I think? And I was like, I have no freaking clue, man. I didn't even use it. Okay, moving on to my fan. Actually, what was I talking about? My maternity clothes. Yeah, it is sad. Bittersweet to get rid of them. Even though I haven't actually gotten rid of them yet. It's like 99% out the door. I love that fan cleaner, by the way. It's my favorite. I found one similar on Amazon that I'll link, but I got that one from TJ Maxx. So if you're looking for one, check TJ Maxx out, man. They always have stuff. And I was like an inch away from being able to clean this fan. And we were about to hire someone to clean the fans, but I'm pretty sure Alex will be able to clean that fan if he stands on there. He's like 2 feet taller than me, so that makes sense, right? And I was so close, man. I was about to go get a stool and stand on the thing with us, and then I thought, you know what, that's just way too dangerous. So anyway, I mean, is it dangerous? I think it'll be okay. Yeah, that'll be on my list of things to do. I also have to meal plan today. Okay, I don't know if I finished my thought because I speak in fragments, but the cleaner that I'm using, they have the original and the flannel and the holiday scent. The flannel, for now, is my favorite because I've yet to try the holiday. And that's all I have to say about that. Also, it's $20 a bottle. It hurts my pocketbook, but it makes me happy. So once a year, I feel like that's okay. It does last a while. I say that, but I use it on everything. I don't know if you're supposed to use it on everything. Probably not. Meant for the walls. And even then, you're supposed to like test a patch out. I don't. But I do like when I clean a large surface area like the wall, the scent lingers. So that's what I enjoy about it. Okay, maternity clothes. Bittersweet, as I said. And I don't know. Because a lot of people are telling me about like, oh, you should keep your maternity clothes or keep some of them. Or I don't know. I feel like I'm not sentimental in that way. And then also I'm getting a lot of messages about like failed vasectomies. And I'm like, oh, please don't tell me. Oh, by the way, what the heck is this, man, that I found? My kids, I love them so much. So someone had a little treat there. Who the heck knows? Maybe it was me who left it in there trying to hide it. But anyway, failed vasectomies. I said, oh man, it's not in my plan to have a surprise sixth. So good riddance to the maternity clothes. And I could keep some, but really, what's the use? I don't know. I got a lot of feelings about it, clearly, but for now, it is almost donated. It's almost to the donation center. Do you ever like drive around with your donations in the back of your car? Like how long can you go? For me, I can't go very long because like I need that space to go grocery shopping. Also soccer games, we need all those chairs and stuff. So that's why it's in and out. We almost had it out and then we just got busy. So it's almost out. Okay. Cleaning my couch. You guys, when we bought these couches, they came with like a cleaner. Ask me where it is. I don't know. I actually think I do know, but I'm just too lazy to get it. So I just used whatever remnants were on that rag to just, do a spot clean on it. And that was good enough. Hey, by the way, hydrate. Don't forget to purify your soul and hydrate. Some water. You know what I've been loving lately, which is so weird because normally I got it right next to me. Hey, do you hear that? It is liquid IV. And I got into it when I was pregnant because I was just getting dehydrated and dizzy and not great things, right? So I started drinking it then forcefully. And then when I got food poisoning, it was really bad. Also, when I'm postpartum, I feel like just keeping hydrated in general is hard. So I have that and I feel like it's really been helping. I've been drinking one a day. And it's the liquid IV packets. And my favorite is the pineapple, the yuzu pineapple. So I'm excited about that. I've tried the other flavors that they have sampled at Costco. And the lemon, I think I have some of the lemon I got from Thrive Market a while ago. But yeah, if you're looking for something like that. I typically don't like things that have flavor. I don't like to drink things with flavor just because I love water so much. And I have been enjoying this. So just to throw that out there, if you're looking for something to drink, gives you energy, I think, maybe a little bit. Tastes good. Tastes okay. For me. Other people love it, but I'll give it an 8 out of 10. That's still pretty good. All right. So moving on to the kitchen. Did you see how disastrous this was? It just got out of hand. In the morning, it didn't look so bad. But then after I made lunches and then lunch and, lunches for the kids in the morning and then breakfast and all that good stuff. So it just accumulates over time. And I did go to Home Goods after my dental appointment, which I don't know if I finished that story. No cavities. Hey, pew, pew, pew. Can I get a little air horn there? No cavities. Happy about that because honestly, I had no idea. I do brush my teeth, but I hadn't been flossing. And then one of my friends I was talking to, and she said, I have a flosser and I floss more now than I have ever in the past because her dental hygienist freaked her out about gum surgery. You guys, I think I'm just too ignorant to even be afraid of gum surgery because I don't know everything that entails. And I was like, maybe you need to enlighten me and like scare me into needing to floss because I don't know. I asked my dental hygienist when I was in the chair because I knew it wasn't looking pretty, but it could have been worse, I guess. I don't know. And she just said, it's not the worst. It's not bad. It's not great. So I guess middle of the road, I should be happy about that. She's seen worse, and I guess that's something to hang my hat on. I don't know. Just trying to make myself feel better. But I have challenged myself to flossing, and I actually did it last night. Hopefully I do it this morning and also take my vitamins. I've yet to even brush my teeth. I don't think I've eaten anything today. I'm just sipping on this liquid IV, and it's getting me through. And that, that's all I can really ask for. So maybe you take this challenge with me. Let's have awesome dental health in 2023. Is that a goal? Small goals, okay? Baby steps into coming back to life. And I feel like that's one of them, right? You only get one set of teeth your whole life. Well, technically two, your baby's teeth and then your adult teeth. But really, you have those for the majority of your life. So you have to take care of them. Also, side note, I now feel like I have a gap in the middle of my teeth because I'm looking at my magnified mirror when I'm in the bathroom. And when I was flossing the other day, I thought, I used to not have space in between my two front teeth, and now I do. So I think my dental hygienist went a little hard on scraping. I'm not a dental hygienist, so I don't know much about it. But I'm going to go ahead and say maybe that shouldn't happen, or it only does in severe case. I don't know. I think I've talked about dental hygiene enough. Can we agree on that? Let's just floss together. Let's make a pact. You and me right now. Let's floss. The flossy, the glamorous. Hey, that's Fergie. She's Fergalicious. And she's doing her dishes. I already did my dishes. Hey, oh my gosh, how gross is this? You guys, I was replacing that. I've tried to clean that ample amounts of times. I put it in a little bowl with water and vinegar. I put it in a little bowl with bleach, a little touch of bleach. Nothing can get that crap off. I'm pretty sure it's mold. And I was like, I just need to get a new one. And I was putting it off because I was like, man, this isn't that old. I've only lived here a year, and surely I didn't buy that the second I moved in. I would say 6 months if I had to guess. Not that it matters, but I needed to replace that. And this one that I got was more plastic than silicone. So hopefully that doesn't happen with the new one. And yeah, hey, speaking of Fergalicious, do you remember when she sang the national anthem? I just love that so much. It comes up on my Instagram sometimes. And I just want to listen to it every morning to get me pumped for the day. I really love Black Eyed Peas and Fergie. Man, there's just something special about it. So if you've never heard it, it will put you in a good mood. I promise you that. First of all, it's the national anthem, so hi. Second of all, it's Fergie. Third of all, it's just on point. All right. So I've moved to this area. Oh my gosh. And I threw dinner in that night. It was a freezer meal because I knew it was just one of those days. I wanted to focus on cleaning while I had time. And I didn't want to spend time making dinner. So I pulled out a freezer meal. This was oh my gosh, one of my favorite dinners. Oh, I'm salivating. It is the sweet pulled pork enchiladas. Man, I've made it with you before and it just it slaps every time. It's so delicious. So I threw that in and oh man, it hit the spot that night. I tell you, I ate too much of it. And lately at dinner time, my portion control is out of control. Okay. I just eat too much. That bag of Reese's Hearts, like the Reese's peanut butter hearts that I got from Costco, there was like 70 in there. Now there's 0. It's an empty bag. It should have lasted way longer than it did. Next time I'm at Costco, please remind me, don't buy any more because it's just, my thighs, really, okay? Okay, moving on to this. One day, Meredith, I think it was like right after I had the baby or when I was like a million years pregnant, and Meredith came in here and asked if she could play with stickers, and I said, yeah, go ahead. And then she asked, I went to lay down, and she asked for my phone to take a picture of what she did, and she showed me this, and I thought, oh my gosh, Meredith, that's so cute. But also, wow, didn't realize how hard that would be to get off. So they've been sitting there for a while until I was able to get Goo Gone from the store, which, how often do I go to the store? / I could have ordered some from Amazon, but it just wasn't a priority and I always forgot. So finally I was at TJ Maxx, a couple weeks ago and got some Goo Gone and was able to take it all off. Initially, when I went in with just the Goo Gone and like a rag, because I thought that's how simple it was, apparently it needed a little more. So I got my bench scraper, scraped off the stickers, and then you know what? Came off like magic. That Goo Gone is magic and I was so happy about it. And his headboard is looking mighty fine. And I should have shown you a clip. Where are we going? Field trip. We're just picking up crap around the house. This is what I'm talking about. Like there's always crap all over my floors. And I just cleaned that wall, which always gets messy. People like run their hands along it. They do handstands, get their feet up on it. So it's just always dirty. So I was happy to get that clean. But I should have shown you a close-up of the footboard. What is that thing called? Baseboard, because it was just dirty. And I know showing you the filth will maybe motivate you to be like, oh my gosh, Kim's house is out of control. My house is definitely not that bad, but it could use a wipe down. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. When you go places and you're like, ooh, their baseboards are dirty. And it's just a reminder, maybe I should give mine a wipe down, Happy to report those markers stayed with the caps on, okay? And that is a feat in and of itself. Alex grabbed this. He had to go to Office Depot the other day to get something, and he grabbed that thing, was on clearance, I guess, and he was like, the kids are going to love this. So he set it up. I tried to move it, but it was like going to fall apart. It's like a cardboard house, and the kids have been enjoying it so much, spending so much time playing in it, not only playing in it, but also coloring it and decorating it. So that was a hit and a half, because when he came out of Office Depot with that thing, I thought, what the heck? What are we going to do with that, So, it was a smash hit with the kids. He really found a winner there. He's number one dad with that, and and now I'm just cleaning up around it. Also, this telescope we got as a gift for Christmas. We have yet to set it up, but it's on Alex's list of things to do. And we left it up here. We thought it would be nice to have on the little balcony that we have up here, just to do a little bird watching. I think I've mentioned before, it's like, have you seen that meme where it states something along the lines of, it's crazy how fast bird watching creeps up on you as an adult. Like one day, nothing, and then the next day you're like, oh my gosh, look at that silver-billed bluebird or whatever they're called. I don't even know. But we have a lot of wildlife in our backyard, so he's excited. And I got him binoculars for Christmas, so it's just an exciting time around here. Okay. Also, speaking of exciting times, you guys, my garden beds came in today. I have yet to set them up. Still trying to find a good spot in my yard to put a garden. I don't want it too far away from the house. I want it kind of close so it's accessible to me. Also, I need a spot where it can like meet up with a sprinkler so I can maybe have an irrigation system. It's like a whole thing. I've been watching a lot of garden videos and tips and tricks, and I live in Florida. Florida. So you have to find the right balance, because Florida sun is more intense than like other places with sun. And so if something says that it needs full sun, it doesn't mean full Florida sun. And it's a balancing act. And I have a few friends with like full-blown gardens. So I'm like, please give me all of your tips. Okay, I'm trying to be a self-sufficient me, which I've been watching a lot of on YouTube. He's incredible. I mean, I couldn't even imagine having a garden like that. I just want to grow a few zucchini. Is that too much to ask for? I just want some starfruit trees, maybe some citrus, some zucchini in my garden. But I bought 2 6-foot garden beds. So I'm excited about starting that. Fingers crossed for me, okay? And then, what was the second thing? Chickens. That's it. Oh, I've been researching chicken coops. No freaking way I can build my own. You guys, people go all out with their chicken coops. Have you seen this? Are you interested in chickens? Alex and I used to have chickens. Well, the whole family. In our last house, we had chickens, which was probably not okay with our HOA, but we didn't care. No one else cared. And eventually a predator got to them. And someone gifted us their old chicken coop. It was one of Alex's nephews, and he said he's moving, so do you want a chicken coop? And we said, heck yeah, we do. Do we want any? Yes, is the Pope a Catholic? So we got that chicken coop, and that was so nice because you know what? Chicken coops are dang expensive. And the chicken coop he gifted us was handmade. Like, he made it with his bare hands. It sadly didn't last forever, but it lasted for as long as our chickens were alive. But yeah, that's all I can say about that. Looking into chicken coops now, I'm like, okay, we need one with better structure. We need one that's like for real. And man, they are expensive. And when I say expensive, like $1,000. Of course I can find one for $400, $500, but they are so small. It's like not even worth it. And then you have to spend a couple extra $100 to build your own chicken run or get a fenced in area for them to, have space to walk. And we can't do free range because we have so many predators in our yard. And, who the heck knows, man? I definitely don't, but I'm trying to and I want to. So that's on my list of things to do is get chickens, get a garden, and eventually be a self-sufficient me. And the next thing you know, I don't know, we're going to go off the grid. I'm just kidding. We have looked into solar panels, but for now that doesn't make sense to us. Maybe we'll get a few that will like harvest energy for it. Our friends were talking about it and we were like, that's a good idea. Anyway, food for thought and all that good stuff. Wouldn't it, do you have a garden? I imagine there's no better feeling in the world than like spending hundreds of dollars and also hours and hours of your life just to pick a few zucchini. And chop it up and eat it. We grew a pineapple, which is the only successful thing I think we've gotten out of a garden. A few strawberries maybe, but maybe a couple Brussels sprouts in the past. But for the majority of our gardens have failed, mostly because of me. But you have to fail until you don't, fail until you succeed. And that's my goal. So with this garden, really, I just want a couple of zucchinis. What was I saying? The pineapple that we grew literally took 3 years to grow. Probably because again, I had it in the worst spot in our yard, but that's where it was, and I just left it there. So when it finally grew, first of all, it was so small, probably the size of my hand, and so I cut it, and it was delicious, but was it worth it? I don't know. Yeah, I'll say yes. I'll just say that. Okay. I mean, not really, because when you can go to the store and buy one for $2, that's like 5 times bigger. I don't know. Anyway, that's what I did. So hopefully, I always see these people with like an abundance of, their gardening, an abundance of their labor, their fruits of their labor, if you will. I also plan on doing tomatoes. I actually just planted little seeds to get seedlings. And then Meredith got a packet of watermelon seeds and she just dumped them in with my tomatoes. So I don't know, we'll get like watermelon tomatoes. Okay. Anyway, I came out here. You saw the sliding glass doors really need my attention. I don't think I've ever cleaned them up here. And while we were out here, I thought, you know what, let me give you a good view because it's just so beautiful up here. And I thought you deserved to see what I was seeing, just to see Mother Nature. And it's just so nice. Oh, okay. Anyway, need to vacuum. And then if you saw, I gave you a little clip of the roof up there. It terrifies me Okay, we have an alarm on that door, the sliding doors, so that if someone opens them, we know, because sometimes the kids are up here playing, just playing. So we need to be alerted when that door opens, because you never know what kids are going to do on the balcony. It's not screened in, so they can like climb on the roof out there. And then it reminded me of, was it Dawson's Creek or some show from my childhood? And maybe multiple of them, they would like go out on their balcony and just sit on the roof. What are they doing on their roof? Oh, you know what it reminds me of? What's that movie? Not One Fine Day. The movie with the 4 girls. Oh, you know what I'm talking about. Hold on. Okay, so I literally just Googled movie with 4 girls. But, as I'm typing it in, Google comes up and it like gives you a suggestion. It said movie with George Clooney. Oh, I tell you, these devices are always listening to us, even though I don't think I have the microphone. I mean, I must have the microphone on or something. I turned Siri off on my phone because I don't want that crap. Alex has it on his. Okay, we can tell you stories. But anyway, it's movie with George Clooney was like one of the top answered. And I was like, it's because I just said One Fine Day and George Clooney is in One Fine Day. Crazy sauce. Anyway, I typed in movie with 4 girls. Of course, Mean Girls came up. Duh. But the movie that I was actually thinking of, there's a movie called 4 Girls in Town. Anyway, the movie I'm thinking of is actually the first link, and it's called Now and Then from 95. And man, is that one of the coolest movies you've ever seen. But also, I know that one of the girls in that movie would hang out on her roof. What are you doing on your roof? You trying to break an arm? Trying to break your neck? Trying to fall? It's a different time, because as a kid, I watched that and I thought, man, that's so cool. I wish I could do that. And now I'm like, everybody stay off the roof. So we don't even put that idea in our kids' heads. We just stay inside, Don't give them any ideas, although I'm sure that they've thought about it. Okay, so you saw the before and after of the sliding glass doors, and that was so nice, right? And I just used whatever spray I had, and first of all, gross and disgusting. I just cleaned off the countertops with that rag, and it was like brown. So gross. Anyway, I cleaned the railing of that sliding glass door just with glass. And I remember when everyone, and myself included, I was influenced to get that steam shot, the Bissel steam shot. I'll tell you, I've used it a handful of times, but sometimes I find that it's just unnecessary. And I'm sure it's great in certain situations, but maybe I just don't deep clean enough. Certainly it's not a maybe. Other people definitely clean better than I do. But I just find it's unnecessary. The soap and water that I use is just good enough. You know what I mean? And that's just good enough. Okay, inaudible mumbling. What am I saying? Everything in this bathroom needed to get a wipe down. I did not come in here with a mop yet. That's on my list of things to do. So we are expecting guests soon. Actually, a couple of guests in the next couple of months. And I really need to get that theater room in order, but I don't think it'll happen. Priority with me are chickens, garden, and then dining room. And then we'll work on that like movie room in there. But man, doesn't that look good. Oh, by the way, I'm pretty sure that's where my Dyson went to die. Just leaning up against that cabinet. It's been there ever since I got this new Shark vacuum. It's just been sitting there. It's not charging. No one has used it. And I feel there it is. The Dyson graveyard over there. Like, why haven't I moved it? At least put it somewhere in the garage, put it somewhere else, but I just leave it there. I figure maybe someone will pick it up. Oh, by the way, a bird was building a nest in my vacuum, and that is everything that I vacuumed up there. Just kidding. That's like, I don't know, 2 weeks. I hadn't dumped it out in a while. So did I show you the after? I don't know. I dumped it out. It had a lot of crap in it. And I was looking at that thinking, how the heck, what is that from? But when I was showing you, did you see the black soot on my fingers? Where the heck did that even come from? Who the heck knows? I don't know whose handprint that was. I can't imagine it was mine. It was like way too tall. But also, what the heck? How are your hands black? I would expect that from a child, but how did they get up there, Also, what was that on the wall? Nobody knows anything. How does everything get dirty? Everything, the walls. And I think it's important to clean your walls. I didn't used to think that, but oh boy, is it, because walls get so dang filthy. And sometimes I have in the past gone in with a mop and just cleaned it because, a mop has a bigger surface area, but I enjoy it doing this way just as well. And I think it gives me a little bit more cardio. So bonus right there, right? So I went in with just the wall cleaner and a damp rag, rinsed it out every once in a while, and had a field day just cleaning out this hallway. And this is a high traffic area. And I even went in with the baseboards because, man, between the carpet and the wall, that area is so hard to clean unless I do it with my hands. And oftentimes that's like one of the kids' chores. Just the baseboards, they do that a lot. Also the stairs, they do that a lot. Also just normal cleaning around the house. Sometimes I get comments, oh, don't your kids clean? Yes, of course my kids clean. Are you kidding me? You think I always clean up after them? No, but sometimes it needs a mother's touch. And then also, they got lives going on. This is just part of, for me, being a mom, just keeping up with the house. It's everyone pitches in around here, everyone. Alex included, of course. Alex does a lot, the kids do a lot, and I do a lot. And it's a team effort, and that's how it should be, right? Speaking of team effort, wow, that's disgusting. Look at that door. And then the crap around here, I just don't even know. My house I'm telling you, it needed a good cleaning. Oh, my nails, by the way. The nail polish has been lasting forever, and compared to what, like, I used to paint my nails and then the next day I would have chips with my fingernail polish. So I'll tell you my little secret. Even after all this cleaning, and my nail polish has been on for at least a week, I would want to say more, they still look pretty decent for being on that long, and cleaning and scrubbing without gloves, right? So my secret is I think it's Sally Hansen gel top coat. You don't need like a gel thing. It's just like a normal top coat of nail polish. And I really think that made all of the difference. And it stays on. I do 2 coats of that. And the nail polish stays on for a long time. So if you're looking for a little trick there, I've been trying to keep my nails in order. For, just another thing in 2023 to do to help me come back to life a little bit is it's the small things in life, okay? But also I've been taking biotin gummies that I get from Amazon, and I feel like that's making a big difference too. Also, it's keeping hydrated and keep eating nutritious foods, fruits and vegetables, trying to bulk up on those in the new year. Right after I told you I'm like eating a copious amount of Reese's peanut butter hearts. Balance is all I can say about that. And also, I love fruits and vegetables, but also love sugar. So leave me alone. Gotta live my life. What are you going to do about it? What do you have to say about it? Nothing. It's my life. Okay, I get to choose how I live it, and I'm living it good. I guess. I don't know. All right, moving on to this bathroom. And I have been eyeing this bath mat forever. And finally I said, today's the freaking day. I took it outside, shook it around a little bit. If I were to do it again, I would never get a carpet, ever. That's like even this type of shag, so hard to vacuum, so hard to keep clean. And I shook it outside and then threw it in my washing machine. And it looks like brand new again. It looks so good. I threw a little bit of OxyClean in there, threw some sanitizer in there, threw some, I don't know, what do you call it? Not dishwashing, laundry detergent in there than usual. And it came out looking so fresh and clean. It smelled good too. And happy to report, I threw it back in the room and it looks clean. Of course it looks cleaner. Everything looks cleaner for me when you do the floors. That's like when you brush your hair, everything else could be done and then you do the floors and it's like doing your hair. Which I rarely actually do is brush my hair, but anyway, I don't know. I still have Christmas stuff up. I actually still have Thanksgiving turkeys in my dining room. So, it's just little things in life. I'm trying to floss, okay? I don't have time to take off the turkeys in my dining room. Maybe I'll get to that when I put my Easter stuff up, if I ever get to that. Oh, which by the way, Home Goods, I had to run in there the other day after my dentist appointment to get dish soap because we're out of dish soap, and I knew that Home Goods had it, and I actually need to order a lot more because I normally get it from Thrive Market. So I need to do that. But just in a pinch, I ran into Home Goods to get dish soap. And you know what I saw at Home Goods? Some spring stuff, a lot of Easter stuff. So would you like to see an Easter shop with me? I know I did a Valentine's Day shop with me, and they had some spring stuff out, but more like not pots and pans, planters and stuff, planters and plants. So maybe that will be to come. I feel like I like watching those videos. So, I've made them in the past way more than I do now. So it ebbs and flows. I used to never make cleaning videos, and now I do because I find that it's, the views are better. So obviously the interest is there. Whereas, certain videos kind of fall down, like Shop With Me videos kind of slowed down a little bit. So I don't do those as much. So, I read the room and read what people are enjoying and try to make those videos often. So it's a balance, and I think I will do a Shop With Me. So you don't even, what's going on outside? You don't even have to answer. You know what's not going on outside? Construction. Over a week ago now, they were supposed to have cement. Wait, what day is it? I don't know. They were supposed to have cement. What day is it? They were supposed to pour the cement, but they never did. So we're just waiting on that. Delays. Whatever. The addition is coming along, so I'm happy about it, and I actually am. One fine day. Hey, cheers, okay? I've been talking for 43 minutes, and it feels good to hang out with you. So I'm glad that you're still here, if you are still here. Happy to report my house is coming along. Behind this little vase in that corner, I rarely move it to clean it. Guess what I found? 3 spiders. Yeah, 3. Daddy Longlegs didn't kill them because I don't mind spiders. I don't like water bugs, which is what I saw and screamed about in the shower. But spiders, no, they don't bother me. And so I just let them live. I just kept them there. I said, sorry, I'm bothering you. I'm sorry I'm moving your house, but you can weave another web. So I left them there because Alex says that they eat the other bugs. And I don't mind that. I like them. Keep them. Why not? They're an animal. And they're living here too. Free rent. I'll say that. Huh. Anyway, what do you feed your chickens? Scraps or worms? Clearly, chickens are on my mind. That's all I can think about. I'm like, I do not want to spend $100. I don't know why I said 40. $4,000. And I don't even want to spend $400 on a chicken coop. But the price of eggs these days, you guys. Chickens are living like kings and queens, mostly queens because hens are the ones that lay eggs, and no one wants a rooster because, my gosh, they're aggressive and rude. Anyway, I don't want a rooster. Okay, well, the baby needs me, so I'm going to have to finish this in a little bit. I'll BRB. Speaking of the baby needs me, I'm carrying him right now. Oh, sweet little boy. I tried to do as much as I could while he was sleeping, and this time he woke up, and I thought, well, instead of putting him back to bed, I'm really just doing the floor so I can easily hold him, He's just a sweetie little pie, and he loves the sound of the vacuum. It, lulls him to calm, and, it's like the white noise. I think with one of my previous babies, Wentworth, I want to say, one time I left the vacuum on while he was napping because he was in the swing and I started vacuuming and he fell asleep. So I just left the vacuum running, and that probably was not great for the vacuum, but it was great for Mom because I was able to get stuff done while he was napping and it kept him sleeping. And when you have a baby, you do anything to make him happy. And I should have wrapped him, but I just thought, it won't take too long for me to finish the floor. So I just vacuum fell. I just held him and life was good. And my favorite wrap though is the Boppy Comfy Fit. But also when I don't have him in a baby carrier, my leg is like my second arm. Anyone else? So love that. Boppy Comfy Fit baby carrier. I got mine from Bye Bye Baby, but they have it on Amazon. But I think they only have one color on Amazon, which is gray. I got mine black. Not that it matters, but if it does, there you go. I'm sure you can find it other places. I'm sure Boppy has a website, whatever. But that's my favorite over the years. It's like a cross between a buckle carrier and a wrap. It's easy to adjust, which is my favorite thing. It's super easy to adjust. It's super comfortable. I've had mine. This is my second kid using it. I finally found it with Meredith, and I love it so much. I recommend it to everyone when I go to baby showers. if a carrier is on their list of must-haves, that's the one I get them. And oh man, what a difference it makes. He baby wears all the time. And lately, oh, his sweet little face. And yes, he did scratch himself. Oh, it's so sad. It's the first time he scratched himself. So anyway, if you're noticing that, it hurts my heart too. I put some Neosporin on it. It should heal just fine. Anyway, what was I saying? Baby carriers? Oh, I have noticed when I go to stores with him, sometimes when I baby carry him, when I wrap him up, sometimes he thinks it's like, oh, he doesn't want to go to bed, and then he's fussy in the carrier. So I have flipped him around a couple of times in that one, and he's perfectly content, and it seems pretty ergonomic. I used to do that all the time with Avelina because she only liked facing outward. Anyway, that's the end of this video. I always go into these things wondering, what the heck am I going to talk about for an hour? And then by the end of it, I'm like, oh, well, I could go for another hour. Anyway, thanks so much for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to subscribe, put a little happy in your day, and I'll see you next time. Hope you got some cleaning done. Bye.